Y'all, I'm sitting at an awkward angle, but it's fine. We're just gonna do my Project A to Z update. I honestly don't know what update this is. I know I have not been keeping good track of it, but I have a reason why, and this one's gonna be really different now because for the next 6 weeks, for the next 6 months, for like the rest of the year, I'm deciding to change the palette. I'm changing them because I don't have all my Project Pan palettes with me, so I can't focus on it if I don't have the palettes. So I decided to change it just so that I can still get some progress, you know? All the other palettes I don't have, so I can't show you progress on that. But for the ones that I didn't accomplish, we're changing the palette. So for A, y'all know I didn't complete that. I decided to go into Fade into Hue. We're gonna be using the shade Abstract, which is the yellow. I used it a couple of times, but no dip. For B, we had finished that, so I don't need to do that. For C, I have the Icy palette, and I'm gonna be using the shade Chillin'. It's that shade. It has a little dip. I used it one time though. For D, I finished that. For E and F, we're gonna be using the Retro Glam palette. So for E, I'm using Evergreen, and I have one little dip there going. And for F, we're using Flutter, which also has another dip, and it's my favorite shade from this whole palette. For G, we're using the Hydro Dolphin palette. My boyfriend got me this, and it came broken. I'm still gonna use it. My shade is Golf, and I used this one time, which was today, but that doesn't count. So H, I, and J, I already finished. For K, we're going back into Fade into Hue. We're gonna use the shade Kaleidoscope, which is just a glitter blue. So yeah, I haven't used that at all. For L, we finished that. Actually, I can show you that shade because I have it on me. Oh, also, I didn't show you Icy. Icy was the eye. I finally hit pan in it. Y'all can barely see. L, I hit pan in it. For M, I'm gonna be choosing Matter just because it's a black, and y'all know blacks are really easy for me to pan. For N, I'm going in the My Dream palette with the shade Nurture, and I have never used this shade, so it's brand new. For O, P, Q, and R, those are all completed. For S, we're going into Sage from the Retro Glam palette, which is just this shade. And that shade's really pretty. I used it one time. For T, I hit pan on Throne like last month or something, so that's done also. For U, I don't have a shade that starts with U, so I'm going in the Jasmine Hill palette, and I'm using the shade Buns just because it's my oldest palette of the bunch that I have here, so I want to use this palette up. And this is the shade Buns. It's pretty used. For V, we're going into My Dream palette, and we're going to take the shade Vision, and it just has that little nip because I accidentally stabbed my finger in it. I've never used that shade though. I'm kind of scared. That's like my most out there shade that I have. It's a duochrome, I believe. For W, we're going back into my Hydro Dolphin palette, Wave. And I chose this because it's a pretty pink, and I love pinks. I haven't used that shade either. For X, we finished that. For Y, we're going back into here because again, there's no shade with Y, and I'm choosing the shade Pukey, which is this shade. It's a pretty good dip. And as for Z, we're keeping the Fade into Hue palette with Zygist, and it looks like that. Also, for the palettes that I do have on here, I'm not showing you my uses because honestly, my usage is not really good right now, so I'm just like wanting to do a refresh basically. As for my Pan palettes, my Desert Dust palettes I cannot find anywhere, so I believe I left it in Georgia. For my Mod Renaissance, I do have it on me, and it looks like that. Only 4 more shades left. So that's it for the video. I'll see you guys next month for another update. Same time, same place.